Randall, yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
A moment here to see some numbers for Peyton. Good season for him last year. He was around 12 points per game last year, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
There's a minute left in the first. And it's Green missing. New Orleans leading by 4. Baseline try. No good from Peyton. And for Houston, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. And Nene gets it to go on the assist by Eric Gordon. Nene's got his first basket of the night. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And Okafor slams it in.
Good movement there. And the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
To the inside. Here's Gordon. Makes it off the glass.
And he's showing how effective he can be. It's crucial that Gordon plays with confidence close to the bucket.
Peyton kicks to Miller. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Okafor sets the pick for Miller. To the paint. Okafor gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Paul dishes to Nene. Pass to Green. Over Miller. And it's Green missing. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I always said it's even.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Nene is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Ennis in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a 3. He's got the pull-up hissy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number 1 choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top 5?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense scorer I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about it for one play, and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up, or he's running off the screen. It's a lot almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, yeah, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get out of my way, guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolute.
Score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
Randall grabs the board. New Orleans leading by 4. Outside Hill. Randall with a screen for Hill. He kicks it to Payton. Okafor with a screen on Harden. Payton passes to Okafor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Okafor's got 6 points.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the Rockets' defense much improved, at least statistically, on the perimeter and inside. What did you think, though? What did the eye test tell you on that?
Well, it told me that James Harden was trying harder.
Right.
I
think Chris Paul may have changed the culture in that way a bit.
Absolutely. Hey, it's funny because you figure you put Mike D'Antoni and James Harden together, and that's a recipe for a defensive disaster. Mike D'Antoni, when he was in the Suns, they didn't practice defense. I know for a fact, the Suns have told me that. My buddy Jalen played for them. They didn't even address defense. So you put him with James Harden and didn't care for a while there anyway, and you just think this is going to go badly. But I thought they were really good defensively last year. We'll see if it continues.
Harden inside the three-point line, and some very quick points for him on that possession. And now just a 1-point Pelican lead. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for P.J. Tucker. Anthony's checked in for Ennis. And it's Gerald Green in for Eric Gordon. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Okafor. Davis comes in for Julius Randle. Mirotic is checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Holiday in for Payton. Outside, Green. The tray. That shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game right now. First free throw is good. And so Moore nails both of them. Rockets trailed by 5. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Houston moving the ball around. Over to the wing. Anderson outside. Fires the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Kicks it to Okafor. From deep, Moore. Shot clock reset for New Orleans. Okafor gets the bucket.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
And here's Harden for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Mirotic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Hey, Bill, thanks for coming by. Fantastic stuff as usual. We really appreciate your time.
Appreciate being on. Go Celtics.
You can't root on these.
I'm absolutely rooting. That's my team.
And Greg, how much fun is it to have Bill with us? Such a prominent voice in sports journalism and never afraid to speak his mind.
You know, oftentimes when you gain popularity, you become a little more conservative, a little more reserved, but not Bill. And that's why he's maintained such a tremendous following. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harden kicks to Anthony. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And it's 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Moore passes to Holiday. Davis setting the pick for Holiday. To the inside. He got right to the cup using that screen. Davis has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harden kicks to Capella. Back to Harden. From deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
Harden against Holiday. Outside, Davis. Goes up at the stripe. And that one is off.
Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. New Orleans on top, up by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jalil, you had it going offensively in the first half. How do you keep that going?
Keep trusting my teammate, listen to the coaches.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. Well, for the Pelicans, Kenny, what did you see from them?
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they had a hard time scoring inside. In fact, their offense was run almost exclusively along the perimeter. A lot of jumpers. It's too predictable. You got to mix it up.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. C-Web, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game. The Kawhi Leonards, the Chris Pauls, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing it.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday and Moore, the guards. Anthony Davis is out there with Okafor. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward. Holiday attacking. Tries again. And Okafor with the layup. Okafor's got his second bucket.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop. Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Harden dishes to Anthony. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. The shot's good.
And what concentration from the veteran. Harden is awesome at keeping his focus.
Holiday against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Julius Randle's checked in for Emeka Okafor. Stolen by Anderson. Inside. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Harden. Paul's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. The Pelicans have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Paul against Holiday. Back to Moore. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for New Orleans.
And clearly, this is a squad that makes its living in the paint. Very few teams are as determined to get the ball inside as much as they are. They aren't going to settle for jump shots. They're going to continue to pound it down low.
And here's Harden for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Mirotic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And last season, a bit of a breakout for Mirotic. Saw a huge jump in his production and shot a career best from the floor. Across the board, he was a completely changed player despite what was a turbulent season. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside Holiday. Randall against Capella. Randall passes to Davis. On the clock and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup with the Clippers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
For the Rockets, Nene comes in for Clint Capella, and Gordon subbed in for James Harden. And then for New Orleans, Hill comes in for Mirotic, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Ejuan Moore. Right side, Gordon takes a three, connects from three-point range. Gordon's got 5.
That lightning quick release, Gordon catching and firing perfectly. You can't guard that.
They get a hand on it. Pelicans trailed by 5. And Holiday kicks to Hill. Pass to Davis. Over Anderson. Hits the front of the rim and out. Rockets on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And here's Gordon from outside. And Davis pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Davis sets a screen. He loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Passes it to Nene. Gordon up on top, guarded by Holiday. Over in the corner, Paul. Kept alive. The shot by Nene, no good.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does its job that time.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
And you think about Mike D'Antoni, the modern-day godfather of pace and space. We saw this with his teams back in Phoenix, Houston. Actually, middle of the pack and pace of play. They certainly look to space the floor. They're shooting more threes than twos. Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Here is Paul. 11 points in the game. Nene outside. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Outside Gordon. Three-pointer. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 4th assist in this one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Davis with a screen on Gordon. And Holiday kicks to Hill. There's the pass to Davis. 5 on the clock. That one goes. Count it. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And it's Gordon missing. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Payton right side. It's back to Hill. Davis setting the pick for Hill. And Hill throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Pelicans lead by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Rockets trail. Ennis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Green in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Good on the three-point shot.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Payton passes to Mirotic. Takes the 3. Nailed from three-point land. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going after him.
Capella dishes to Green. And another 3 for Houston.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Payton kicks to Okafor. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Paul's running. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Pelicans trail by 4. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Launches it. Good D by Payton. New Orleans has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Miller against Green. Okafor with the screen on Green. Miller dishes it to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Timeout called the Rockets. Houston making some changes. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Harden in for James Ennis. And New Orleans also making a change. Moore's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And there's the feed to Harden. Pass to Paul. Good D by Miller.
Some tough D in the paint. Getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy.
And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. Drew Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. Houston in the lead. Outside, Green. Got a piece of it. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Capella kicks to Harden. Hands it from downtown. Harden's got 19 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Okafor sets the pick for Mirotic. Pick by Okafor for the 3. Mirotic's shot is off.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That's his first foul. Houston making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Davis is checked in. Pelicans trail by 8. And Moore kicks to Davis. Over Anderson. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
And that one misses. Rockets leading by 6. Paul with the 3, and another 3 for Houston.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They're looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
Here's Davis. Okafor trying to get open. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. That's a 2 from Paul. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 9. Down low. Here's Okafor. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
Rockets have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Paul kicks to Harden. And Anderson has it in the corner. Paul with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and the basket by Harden.
And this is what you get with the beard. I mean, he takes pride in nailing tough shots over the defense.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 9. 1:25 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. .125 left in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Anderson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. From deep 3-point range. Harden, no good. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Moore. Over Harden. No good from Moore. Rockets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Anderson the screen. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Paul kicks to Capella. And some nice passing there by Houston. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Davis. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Drilled from 11 feet out. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
So it's the Pelicans now. Mirotic passes to Okafor. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that trims the lead to 6. 29 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking. And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
That's why you can't let yourself get in this deep a hole. Very little time now to climb out.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 8. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Good on the bucket.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And it's clear that the Beard is a special player, a clutch performer. He loves to play the game of basketball.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and complete the game, but they're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
Green kicks to Ennis. The pass to Harden. On deep. The shot, no good. So Houston wins it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. What got it done for you at the end tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run, and it had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots to fall, and came with the victory.
Great play tonight, James. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.